It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Swinging this out for Pollard. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there on the first play for scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. The Lions had 2-8 now in the year, and they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Lance now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every day that you got football on Thanksgiving Day?
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 30.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Just showed us a pretty good football IQ there. Didn't have anyone open. Did have a receiver in the area. Didn't want to take the sack. Just wanted to get rid of it. And successfully did so.
Does open himself to a pretty good shot taken there at the end. But you're right. Good job getting rid of it. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So this offense trying to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because
he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams,
81 yards.
And the Lions have regained the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Aiden Hutchinson,
he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Lance.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in.
He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Lance now to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Lance again. That's underneath to Pierce.
Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down is Lance. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, a 24-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14 to 10.
14. Lions 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. They'll have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard.
Here we go.
From midfield, here's Lance. This ball caught by Mechie.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here's Lance.
Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. From the left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 29 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and 9 now. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They find some open field here.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Right. Hurry.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. He's got a 1st down to boot.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Red, cycle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
Going after it right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's got a man, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Here we go. A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Texans.
Lance looks to throw again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Lions 17. Jose Borregales set to kick off.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the 1st half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll set up to throw. He's airing it out for Williams.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. On the move past the 40.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there are more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 6. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Lions 17. Jose Borregales set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Lance now on 1st down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance delivers another one to Pierce.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
With that last completion, CD, he's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge the secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Houston. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Lions 17. Jose Borregales set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pollard to return from the end zone.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Lions take over first and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Looking to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Lions.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to run now. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And have that relentless. Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Texans' 30-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there after watching that play. I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Back to throw again.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
42, Lions 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, this offense, yeah, they keep wanting more and more and more, but they've kind of got to be careful here, CD. I mean, we're still in the third quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. The 20. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Pollard to return from the end zone.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. So second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. The quick throw finds T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second and 4. And He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think, might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Lance.
And that is incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this. And you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now here is another interception.
And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down, Texans.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Lance going to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about In your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Again, it's Lance.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Complete to number 1. A gain of 7.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete.